Something's happening in ag right now and happening in the world. The packer's making more money than the rancher is, and we're the ones doing all the work. Your dollar is not going as far as it used to, and it's going to worse products. Urban sprawl is happening. That's all getting concreted and paved over, so where's the water go? I chose to keep ranching because less than 1% of the population feeds the entire world. There's only so many of us, so whenever we're all gone, you're not gonna have anything to eat. Howdy, I'm Vincent with Vincent Farms. I'm a third-generation rancher. We're standing on a farm that I grew up on. I've raised cattle ever since I could, knew what was going on. My parents and my grandparents did it before them. I've got a wife and 3 kids. 2 kids, 1 on the way. And we're just happy to be out here living the lifestyle that we like and raising cows, chasing cows and kids. I studied agronomy at Texas A&M, just learning how to take care of the land and steward livestock. I felt like I needed to start at the dirt and learn how to take care of that. Topsoil is our most valuable resource. The cows need it, we need it, so you gotta take care of it. And I think that's the biggest reason why we keep going. Something's happening in ag right now and happening in the world. Everything's getting more expensive. Whenever you go and buy a jug of milk at the grocery store, a gallon of milk, the dairyman, he doesn't even see $1 off that gallon. He sees like pennies off of that because they sell their commodity in a hundredweight, and the packer and the processor, the person who puts it in the jug and gets it to the store, they're making majority of that money. Same way with beef. The packer's making more money than the rancher is, and we're the ones doing all the work. We have to hold the land, we have to acquire the land, we have to hold the land, we have to take care of the land, we have to buy the cow, we have to buy the bull to breed the cow, and then we have to get that calf on the ground. 80% of every pound of beef in the grocery store comes from a herd of 50 head or less. So that tells us that in America, we have a bunch of small producers that are all adding up to come together, and the packer has done a good job of putting all of our cattle together and making a profit on that. Your dollar is not going as far as it used to, and it's going to like worse products. They're not even good for you. Urban sprawl is happening. These bigger cities, even medium-sized cities, are getting bigger and just moving further out into the countryside. Even here in Texas, take the Katy Prairie, for instance, down around Houston. That was a big area where all of the runoff and water from Houston, it would soak up into that prairie where they used to farm rice and run cows and stuff. That's all getting concreted and paved over, so where's the water go? It's not gonna last forever because the profits simply aren't there to afford high prices on land. The conventional banking loan system just doesn't work for ag. It works if you're a big operation and you have a bunch of assets already on the ground. It's extremely hard for somebody to get into the cattle business at all. It's a huge problem because the farmer and rancher, they're getting squeezed out. They just don't have the extra money left over to pay tractor notes, to pay land notes. And this goes for regenerative ag and commercial ag, or conventional, if you will. We're not seeing a bunch of young people get into this game because they can't afford to. They can't go to a regular bank because they have no down payment. Banks don't like to loan money on raw land. Even if you have a business plan for ranching and stuff like that, their fallback is always the sale barn. Cattle are at an all-time high, so it's hard for a young guy or a small-timer to get into cattle. Pretty soon, everything's gonna be so expensive that nobody can afford to get into the cattle business, to get into row crop farming, to buy a tractor, to do some custom hay baling, to build a poultry house to raise broilers. You've got to have guys like myself out there raising cattle, raising crops, produce, hogs, chickens. It takes everybody to provide a good, stable food source. There's only so many of us, so whenever we're all gone, you're not gonna have anything to eat. So we're trying to think of new ways, and I think we might have found it, new ways on how to fund agriculture to get the general population involved in ag so that they can understand where their food comes from and the struggles and challenges that each farmer and rancher face today. We're getting back to something that we've lost long ago, a relationship with the real rancher and connection to the land. You own these cattle, so you get to decide what happens to the babies. We can raise them up and turn them into beef for your family to consume, and you can pick up here on the ranch or get it delivered, or we can market it through a local sale barn and you get a check in the mail. Either way, you get to decide. They're your cattle. I just take care of them. This is not a subscription. It's not a meat box. It's not a CSA. It's not half or whole beef. This is purely livestock ownership. You own the cow. I take care of it. You don't have to know how to be a rancher or a farmer. You just get to own the animal. And you decide what happens to it. Let's fix this broken system. Let's give families a real path to livestock ownership. Let's keep ag land in ag land, farmers farming, and ranchers ranching. We can do this together. If you're ready to be part of the solution and own livestock on a real working Texas regenerative ranch, head on over to ownyourherd.com/Vincent Farms, and I'll reach out to you personally. Welcome to Vincent Farms.